What is going on, guys? It's a Scorpion HD here, back again with another Destiny video. No surprise I've decided to make this video, I guess. This is the first video I've made, I guess, on any House of Wolves content. However, this is actually coming a bit late. This is some Trials of Osiris gameplay, if you don't know already. This is a new PvP multiplayer mode within Destiny. It's the closest thing to MLG Call of Duty, you know, really serious style multiplayer currently in the game. It's basically 3v3 deathmatch. You can only revive your teammates, you know, yourself, after a timer of 10 seconds. And whenever everyone in your team dies, that's it, the round's over. And the first team to win 5 rounds wins the match. The reason that this is so competitive is because there's various different loot, gear and packages you can get depending on the amount of wins you rack up. The top number of wins is 9, and the maximum amount of times you can lose in one run is 3. So yeah, it's pretty competitive. Depending, as I said, on the amount of wins you get, that depends on, you know, the rewards you can get. There are various packages the vendor for Trials of Osiris offers. He is, of course, Brother Vance, located in the Reef. What happens is you hand him back your Trials passage after you've played your games, and he'll exchange that for all of the up to and including amount of wins. You know, the gear that you get for that specified number of wins. So last week I actually got 9 wins on both tickets. However, I did end up having 1 loss. One of those times actually I didn't have the Mercy boon or buff, if you want to call it that, which you can purchase from Brother Vance, which I'll talk a bit about after. And of course, if I had bought that, that means that I would have got, you know, the access to the lighthouse, which you get access to for going 9 wins without losing. But yeah, anyway, basically, Brother Vance, the vendor, will offer a different piece of armor and a different Trials of Osiris exclusive weapon each week. His stock will refresh, obviously, each Friday before the event starts. By the way, the event only runs from Friday 10 PM. No, it's not. It's 10 PM Pacific, I'm pretty sure, but it's 6 PM British Standard Time in the UK, obviously. And yeah, it runs until the weekly reset on a Tuesday morning in the UK. I think it's around 11 o'clock. So yeah, it runs for a pretty considerable amount of time, almost half the week. And you can obviously only you know, run this and get the rewards once per week per character. However, yeah, Brother Vance, his stock will obviously rotate and change and be refreshed on a weekly basis. And yeah, for getting a certain amount of wins, you can get different pieces of loot. Last week I got the Hunter chest piece and the Summoner auto rifle. I'm sure a lot of you guys will also have got you know, your class specific chest piece and the Summoner, which was the weapon for last week. His stock will actually refresh this Friday before the tournament starts again. But yeah, I was really impressed by you know, my time playing Trials. It's definitely got me interested into the PvP side of Destiny. That was something I really wasn't that interested in originally. The gunplay in this game is really good, obviously, but I don't know, I just never really felt like it was something that I would play PvP, you know, like Call of Duty against other players. I always really played it for, you know, the PvE stuff, you know, against the computer or whatever you want to call it, against, you know, the Hive, the Fallen, the Cabal and the Vex. So yeah, I thought, you know, Prison of Elders would have been more my style, but I actually have been enjoying Trials the most, I would say, out of this whole DLC. The packages Brother Vance offers, by the way, are most likely to give you Motes of Light, Etheric Light, which is crucial, obviously, to leveling up your character and your gear. And there's also a small chance that you can get an exotic in the package Brother Vance offers for 8 wins on your current ticket. So yeah, it's a pretty good way to get gear, and I'm probably gonna keep playing it on a weekly basis, you know, throughout my time playing Destiny. But yeah, as I said, I was pretty impressed by it. It's definitely a fun game mode, and it added a lot more to the game than I thought it was going to. With the right team, it's pretty easy, if I'm honest, to go the 9 wins, as long as you buy the specific buffs, which you can purchase from Brother Vance for passage coins. You can buy all 3 of them, which is probably the smart thing to do. And what they give you is the Mercy one gives you you know, the opportunity to lose a match without it actually counting on your scorecard, which, as I said, if I had done that on my second run last week, I would have, you know, got into the exclusive area for people that go 9-0 and got the chest, the exclusive gear you get for doing that as well. So that was pretty disappointing. That will teach me to always purchase Mercy. But the other 2 are, I guess, less important, but extremely helpful at the same time. One of them is you start with a win on your passage, and the second one is if you win your next match, it'll count as 2 wins. So you could potentially have 3 wins if you win your first match of Trials, and you've obviously bought all 3 of the buffs. So yeah, as I said, they're pretty important, and they do give you a bit of an advantage. Overall, I'd say this, for me, you know, it kind of opened my eyes a bit, I guess, to competitive Destiny. I wasn't really that interested in it, as I said, but yeah, it's definitely added another side of the game for me, and I feel like this is, you know, yet another thing in this game that you can look forward to on a weekly basis. You know, Friday's no longer, well, it's still Xur Day, but it's not really, you know, go on your PlayStation or Xbox and check Xur's stock, and that's the excitement gone. You know, Xur's there, and then you have a few hours wait, and Trials starts. So yeah, the more content, I guess, this game adds through DLC and stuff like that, the better, I guess. But yeah, my experience of Trials was an extremely positive one so far. It's definitely what I wanted it to be. It is pretty dominated by hand cannons and the Vex, but you know, what else do you expect, really? The map also changes on a weekly basis as well. This one, I think it's Shores of Time. Wasn't exactly the best choice, I guess. Some people complained about it because of the sun, which you might have seen a few times within this video. It can be pretty blinding. Obviously it's located on the right here. But yeah, I was using the Last Word, as you can see here as well. Bought that from Xur on Friday whenever I was playing this, and it wasn't even fully leveled, and it was pretty good. Didn't even realize, by the way, the Last Word, if you hold, you can actually hold down the trigger and it fires it a lot faster. I didn't realize that until I was actually told by one of the guys I was playing with. But yeah, guys, as always, thanks for watching. I hope you've had just as positive an experience with Trials of Osiris so far as I have. Looking forward to this week's Trials again. Thanks for watching, and yeah, cheers.